Hey, what's up guys, it's Rob Stark and I'm here today to bring you a video on what I think the best events are to gain trophies in for each brawler. And actually what I have is this image here, and this is just a real quick overview. If you don't want to watch the whole video, this is what to take away. This is what I think the best event to gain trophies in for each brawler is. And the red is Heist, the green is Showdown, purple is Smash and Grab, and the blue is Bounty. This is the same as in-game. Alright, and then let's get started really quick. I'm going to start with Boleyn and Primo, and I'm going to go through the list. Alright, so Boleyn and Primo, both these guys are really good in Showdown, and I would definitely try and use Showdown up as high as you can. And you can probably use them until about 200 to 250 trophies. And then in my opinion, I don't think either of them are really worth using in Smash and Grab or Bounty that much, except maybe on a few maps that have more bushes and walls, such as Bone Box and Hard Rock Mine for Smash and Grab. Excuse me. And then for Bounty, they're definitely actually very good in Snake Prairie and Outlaw Camp. I would definitely use them there. And they're decent in Terracotta Square. And then Bull is actually great in Heist. I would really use him here. He's very good. Super allows him to get right next to the safe. And then El Primo's not bad. He's sort of like a subpar Bull. His range hurts him here because it makes it harder for him to charge up a super. But he's still pretty decent. Alright, and then Poco. Poco's pretty decent. He's not great in Showdown. Smash and Grab, he's pretty good. He's a great gem carrier. He does a lot of area damage. I wouldn't use him on long-range maps, such as maps like Deep Hollows or in Bounty, Shooting Star. Overall, though, he's pretty decent in Bounty. In Heist, he's not very good. He doesn't do enough damage. And then Shelly. Shelly's probably the best character in the game, especially in terms of how many maps you can use Shelly on. Shelly's probably the best character in Showdown. I would definitely use Showdown as high as you can. Smash and Grab, great. Bounty, great. Wouldn't use her on Shooting Star, probably. Heist, she's just okay. She does a lot of damage, so she's great on defense, but she's just okay on offense. It makes it harder for her to reach the safe sometime. And then Colt and Ricochet. Both these guys do a lot of damage, but they have probably too little health to be useful in some maps. And that's really their weakness in Smash and Grab and Bounty. They're not great gem carriers for that reason, and in Bounty you can rush them at the end and just take their stars since they're easy to kill. But Heist is actually Colt's best event type. He's really good there. His super allows him to break through walls, and you can do a lot of damage to the safe. And Ricochet is not bad in Heist, but not being able to break through walls really hurts him. And then Barley and Dynamite are both really great in Heist and just okay everywhere else pretty much. Heist, their ability to throw over walls really helps them a lot. And on other maps where they can either scout out bushes, if there's a lot of bushes like Snake Prairie or Outlaw Camp, or there's like walls where they can hide behind, like Bone Box or Terracotta Square, they're pretty decent, so I would consider using them there, but I probably wouldn't use them in many other maps. And then Jessie. Jessie's a pretty well-rounded character. Probably the best event type is Smash and Grab. Pretty decent, good gem carrier, good support. A little weak to Mortis though. And then in Bounty, Jessie's also pretty good, but doesn't do a lot of damage. I wouldn't use her on Snake Prairie probably, but on the rest of the maps you can use Jessie. And then I wouldn't use Jessie in Heist, just doesn't really do enough damage. And then for Nita, Nita is really good in Smash and Grab. Has a good amount of health, can do a lot of damage, and can apply a lot of pressure, especially with her bear. Similar with Bounty. Also good there, although for both of them I wouldn't use Nita on any long-range map like Deep Hollows or Shooting Star. Just going to be outclassed too often. And then same thing, not very good in Heist, just doesn't do a lot of damage in Heist. And then Brock. Brock is just the worst character in the game, let's be real. He doesn't do a lot of damage, he dies too easily. One thing, if you want to put trophies up on Brock, I would definitely use him on Shooting Star. He's actually pretty good there. And then Piper. Piper's one of the better characters in the game, if not one of the best characters in the game. Great in Smash and Grab and Bounty. And the difference between Piper and the other long-range shooters is her super allows her to escape, so she's not as weak. It's harder for her to be killed, especially in Bounty at the end. You can use her super to escape, or if you have gems to Smash and Grab, you can use her super to escape. So she's a really great option in both of those event types, although I would consider pausing, not using her in Outlaw Camp or Snake Prairie, as her reload speed is really slow, so she can't really check bushes or anything like that, but she's still usable there. And then she's not great in Heist, as she doesn't do a lot of damage and she can't fire through walls. She's pretty good on defense, but not great on offense. And then for Beau, Beau is a pretty well-rounded character, although in my opinion he's a damage buff. He is good in smash and grab, as he is enough range, and he is a good gem carrier. In bounty, he's not bad. In heist, he's not really great. I wouldn't use him there. I would definitely just rather use Colt. And then Mortis is a pretty well-rounded character as well. Mortis is actually pretty decent in Showdown, as you can use his dash ability to escape. You're not really going to get a lot of kills, but you can survive for a long time. And then he's great in smash and grab. He's a really good gem carrier, and he's able to finish off any low health character in general. You can use him on pretty much any map. And bounty, he's also pretty good as well. And heist, I wouldn't use him at all. He doesn't do enough damage, and he's not really able to be used a lot. And then last but not least, the two legendaries. Crow is decent. And Crow and Spike actually have a similar problem, that both of them are able to do a good amount of damage over time. They have good control of the map. But they both sort of die too easy. So in smash and grab, they're not very good gem carriers, but they can do a lot of damage. And similar in bounty, they can do a lot of damage and they can apply a lot of pressure, but they are able to be rushed at the end. But overall, they're pretty good in both of those maps, and I would use them there for sure. And again, both of them are not very good in heist. They just don't do enough damage, and they're not able to put a lot of pressure on the safe. Alright guys, that's my video on what I think the best events are to gain trophies in for each brawler. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.